In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Don't let the sadness of your past and the fear of your future ruin the happiness of your present. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue to count. Game over. Every breath that I'm taking, I can feel that they hating. They've been patiently waiting, but I know I can make it through the pain and the lies. Just look me in my eyes. This is not a disguise, but together we rise. I do this for the fans, family and my friends. You gotta look within, believe and know that you can win. So be proud of yourself, cause I'm proud of me. Let your light shine bright so the world can see.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Tony Miller Jr. again, the Influential Mouthpiece, here with another episode of TMI Presents For Your Inspiration. And before I get started today, I just want to thank you guys for your continued support of me and my father. But today, as you see, we want to be talking about citing your sources. And I'm not talking about citing your sources that we write a paper, whether it's in middle school or high school or college. I'm talking about citing our sources, when it comes to us becoming successful, us becoming great leaders. We are all familiar with the word plagiarism, and we understand, how significant, how important it is when it comes to our academics and things of that nature. But when we talk about leadership and success, it's also important. And what I've realized is a lot of successful people, they're not citing their sources, and I really feel like they're plagiarizing their success because they're not giving you the people bibliography of the people that helped them get to where they've gotten to. And I just think it's very important that as leaders learn to cite our sources, because if it wasn't for somebody opening that door or somebody giving us this opportunity or taking this chance on us, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So, we have to stop, plagiarizing our success. We have to give props when due. I've become very successful, and people tell me I've done a lot of things to just be a 21-year-old young man. And I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for people helping me get to where I want to be. If it wasn't for people, shedding knowledge, helping me get to where I want to ultimately get one day. So before I go any further, I just want to cite some of my sources. Of course, I have my mom and my dad who've been here for me my entire life. But I had teachers, Miss Kimberly Starnes, Mr. Leon DeBerry. I've had Coach Patrick Johnson, Dr. Sam Miller, Dr. David Bergeron, Chief Oris Bryant, Ms. Al Makeda, Mr. Anthony Williams, Mr. Robert Jackson, Mr. Kurt Nugent, Mr. Bryant Smith. I've had many people just take a chance on me. My opportunity at Memphis, even Miss Aretha Milligan, she took a chance on me. So if I go to Memphis and excel, it's going to be because she gave me an opportunity to do so. Because if she did not give me that chance, then I don't know what graduate school I would be. I don't know what program I would be studying in. But since she was willing to take that chance on me, just going by a resume, going by a phone interview or on-campus interview, now she's giving me the opportunity to excel. So if I do excel at the University of Memphis, I'm going to have to cite her as a source. And I understand it's very important for us leaders to understand, although we are at the top or we are in the spotlight or we're the face of this franchise or the face of that organization or the face of this business or whatever the case may be, we have to learn to cite our sources because we get help. We get help from vice presidents. We get help from secretaries. We get help from deacons. We get help from regular members of our organizations. And it's important that we give those people their props. We give those people their credit that they're due because they're working hard behind the scenes. And although we are in the front, they're in the back working just as hard. So I just really want you guys to understand that as leaders, it's important that we do not plagiarize our success because it took someone else to help us get to where we're going. Just because we knocked down the door of opportunity doesn't mean that someone didn't help us get there. And once us leaders stop plagiarizing our success and give props to the people that helped us get there, I believe that we'll be able to, help others as we, help them get to another level. Because I'm sure that if you gave somebody a chance or gave somebody a job or gave somebody an opportunity, you would actually want at least them to tell you thank you for that opportunity instead of them, flaunting in the big screen saying I did this and I did that. Because you know that if it wasn't for you, they may not be in that position that they're in. And I think that us as leaders, we need to focus and realize that it's important that we cite our sources, we cite our personal bibliographies, and thank the people who have done those great things for us. And honestly, that's really all I have for you guys today. And I want you just to think about that. We have to learn to cite our sources, learn to tell those people thank you, because they placed us in positions of power, of authority, and it is the chance to succeed and excel in the things that we do in our everyday lives. So I just want to thank you guys for listening again today to another episode of TMI Presents For Your Inspiration. And remember, you can never get too much inspiration.
Faith that the will to change is everything. Cause I came from nothing, but now I'm something, and I'm living a dream. Martin Luther King, if you said I can make it, well now I'm here. If you said I can take it, well I conquered my fears. I'm with the old, and with the new, I'm proud of me. You should be too.